For National Bubble Tea Day, I'll be making for you Cendol bubble tea. If you're from Southeast Asia, you're probably very familiar with it. If not, let me tell you a little bit about this. It is basically a shaved ice dessert that is poured over with some coconut milk as well as pandan made rice jelly. Then it's sweetened with palm sugar. So if that sounds interesting, stay tuned. And then at the end, I'll give you a little bit more background on this dessert and this drink. Okay, let's get into it. We'll begin by soaking some red bean in a bowl. If you do not have red bean, you can replace it with kidney beans. It'll work just fine. So I add this to the bowl and then top it up with some water and allow it to soak for 1 hour. Preferably, you should soak this overnight, but in my case, I haven't had a chance, so I did it the same day. Then we give it a quick stir to make sure the red bean is all immersed in the water. Here we go. This is some pandan leaf. If you've never seen it before, this has a slight coconut soft flavor to it. It is very unique and very good for dessert. So we'll have to wash this. Now after it's clean, we can separate it and stack them together and then tie a knot with it. Try to make the knot as small as you can so that it doesn't get bulky when you're cooking it. So we'll just add this to my bowl and fill it up with 10 liters of water. Then we'll quickly bring this to a boil over the stove. This may take a couple minutes. So we have some pandan sago pearls or tapioca pearls. I'm using the pandan flavor, so if you cannot find it, regular tapioca pearls will do. The pandan leaf will add the extra flavor to this pearl. So we'll add it when the water is boiling, and we'll quickly give this a quick stir so that it would not stick together. It is very crucial that the water is boiling while you're adding the pearls. So once we ensure nothing is stick to the bottom, we can cap this off and boil this for 7 minutes. After 7 minutes is reached, we turn off the heat and allow it to soak for another 10 minutes until it becomes clear and translucent. We have some palm sugar. If you've never seen these, it is just like molasses. It's like a brown sugar but with a deeper flavor. So we'll begin by cutting these so that it's easier to dissolve in water. Now once it's nicely cut into smaller chunks, we can add it to our pan. Then I've added a cup and a half of water to this and bring this to the stove and allow it to boil over heat for about 5 minutes. Then I'll turn it off and cool it down. Now we'll check on our pearls. It's looking very good. It's very thick and the pearls has become translucent, so you know it's ready. So we'll have to drain and wash this underwater, but make sure you remove the pandan leaf first. I'll just pour this over my strainer. And quickly give it a quick stir to allow some of the syrup to drip through. Then we'll add this to the same pot and add some cool water to cool it down. Now once your syrup has cooled down, you can pour it into another jar for serving. And then we got another pot with some water for our red bean. So because I have not soaked this overnight, the beans will take a little longer to cook. So in this case, I've allowed it to cook for an hour and a half. If you like it softer, cook it for another 15 minutes. So 1 hour and 45 minutes will do. Here I will be using 2 packs of black tea. This is a special type of Chinese black tea. It has a very nice aroma to it. So we'll just add this to our pot, and then to it I'll add 4 cups of water. We'll allow this to come to a boil and then give it a quick stir. Then we'll allow this to simmer for another 3 to 4 minutes under heat. Then you can turn it off and begin to strain this. You can boil black tea, but make sure if you're having this recipe with green tea, do not boil it over open flame. Simply steeping it in a teapot will do. So after you strain the black tea, the rest of the tea leaf you can get rid of. Now I like to cool down my tea, so when making the drink it becomes easier. Now our red bean after hour and a half looks very good. It has thickened up. And now test the softness of the bean. It should be mushy like a mashed potato. If it's not, then give it a little more time. So after draining it and cooling it off, I'll set this aside in our serving container. As you can see, it is nice and soft, so this is cooked through very well. If you like your red bean to be sweet, you can always add some sugar to this when it's boiling. For me, I have left it just so and plain because I like my drinks less sweet. Look at our Pandan Sago Pearls, looking beautiful with our red bean and brewed tea. So now our ingredients are ready, we can assemble this drink. We'll start with the solids, so adding some red bean to the bottom, then top it up with our Sago Pearls. Now if you like more pearls, you add more, but in my case, I've just added a few spoons. Then we'll add some tea to this. And then finally, our coconut milk. This will give it the nice, rich, creamy aroma and texture. Then finally, our palm sugar to top it off. Look how beautiful this is. There we go, bubble tea straws, and I cap off the rest for later. Well, bon appetit. I hope you enjoy this drink. If you've never tried it, make sure try to make this right here at home. How do you like this recipe? It is a very simple but refreshingly tasty drink, and made into bubble tea form, it is a classic that everyone will enjoy. So a little bit of the origin of this. Some people say it originated from Indonesia, but everyone in Southeast Asia has a different story. But nonetheless, it is originated in Southeast Asia. So because there's a lot of plantation fields here with palm trees, naturally, palm sugar is extracted and used in desserts made locally. So that is why palm sugar is used. But if you don't have access to palm sugar, you can replace it with molasses because it also has a brown burnt sugar kind of flavor to it. So it is not very sweet, but it adds a lot of depth to the dessert. And then second is coconut milk, because coconut, it is very widely grown across the tropic. Southeast Asia is right along the equator, so it's very hot and warm all year round. So naturally, coconut is very cooling to the body, so that is also used in a lot of desserts. Then last but not least, the pandan flavored jellies. So in this one, because it's a bubble tea, I didn't use the stringy little pandan rice jelly that is typically used for the dessert. I replaced it with sago or tapioca pearls that is flavored with pandan leaf. A lot of food is infused with pandan flavor in Southeast Asia. So it is almost like a national flavored treat that is very distinct to Southeast Asia. So if you're from Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Thailand, Philippines, you'll know this very well. So this dessert, because it's very refreshing and tasty, it has a lot of depth from all the ingredients. That's why in a bubble tea form, it is also very unique that it's not like anything you've tried before. It is almost like half dessert, half drink, because the red bean at the bottom together with the tapioca jelly and the flavor from the coconut really dance around your mouth and give you this very vibrant, refreshing flavor that you've never had before in a drink. Chendol dessert is so popular. In 2018, it even made it on the CNN Best Dessert list. So that tells you a little bit of how good this dessert is. So if you've never tried, try and search for the ingredients and make it at home. You can replace the coconut milk with coconut cream if you like it much richer. And if you like it sweeter, you make your palm sugar or molasses a little thicker, so then it'll sweeten your drink a little bit more. Make sure you can like and subscribe if you haven't yet on this video. Make sure you share it with your friends and family so that they may also know how refreshingly good tasting this drink can be. Alright, well, for you bubble tea fans out there, happy National Bubble Tea Day, and make sure you stay tuned on our future videos. And I also made a bubble tea video in the past. If you're interested, I'll leave the link above here so you can click on it. Alright, well, I guess that's about it. Thanks for tuning in again on another episode of Amazing Kitchen. Bye now.